Good afternoon, y'all. This is Susan at Windmill Ridge Budgets and More. And I guess you could call this video part of the and more part of my name. So I had mentioned a few times that a whole chicken is the best bang for your buck, pound for pound, than buying it like a lot of folks buy theirs. I know sometimes I will get the frozen, boneless, skinless chicken breast or cutlets or tenders or whatever, just because they're easy. They're convenient. But you know what, y'all? We pay for that convenience, and we pay a lot. So I check prices, and the boneless, skinless chicken breast by the pound was anywhere from $2.62, depending on how much the chicken that was in it. It could be 8, 5, or 2 or 3 pounds, I think. Anywhere from $2.80 or so to $2.90 something a pound. This bird was $1.32 a pound. $1.32. Big difference. That's half the cost. And this is about a 6-pound bird. So 6 pounds at nearly $3 a pound is $18. Not whatever this one costs. This was in a twin pack. That's how I get $1.32 a pound at Walmart. And you can get one chicken for $1.42 a pound, I think. But because I'm cheap and I want the best deal possible, I get the twin pack. So they're individually wrapped, so that's fine. I can put one in the crock pot and freeze one. I can cut one up, freeze one, whatever I want to do. I can cut this up and freeze parts and save it for later. And maybe I'll put like the legs and thighs in the crock pot for another day. So anyway, so I'm just going to show you how to cut up a chicken. Now, some of y'all have never seen a chicken, A, in the wild, and B, one that you can get at the store that's ready to be cooked. Chicken in the wild, we used to have chickens when I was a kid at home. We had like 150 laying hens at one point. And when they get too old to lay, they had to go. And so they went in the freezer. And we would have a butchering day, and we would butcher chickens all day long and process chickens all day long. So I've had my share of processing chickens. Anyway, this is the easiest way, though, to go ahead and buy your chicken already killed and plucked and all of that sort of stuff. So I have washed my hands really well. I've been handling money all day. I've been doing videos. So I washed my hands really well. I have cleaned our surface. I typically use either Mrs. Meyer's or Autobahn to clean like food surfaces. It disinfects and sanitizes and all that sort of good stuff. So I'm really careful with chicken, especially. I don't want any salmonella cross-contamination possibilities. So that is something that you really do need to be very careful of. Now, I may or may not rinse the chicken. I'm not too concerned about that necessarily, but there is a lot of juice in here, so I may have to move this over to the sink so she doesn't make as big a mess over here. So let me go ahead and open her up. And I say her, it says it's a young chicken. It doesn't say if it's a him or a her. It could be both. It could, not both. Gosh. Chickens don't give a rat's behind about that sort of thing. Could be either. I mean, could have been a young hen or it could have been a young rooster. It doesn't really matter. And honestly, that's all a rooster is good for, is the stock pot. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and take her out, rinse her off over there. Not because I necessarily think we need to rinse it, but I will need to wipe that down. But because she's going to make a mess when I pull her out of this bag. So here we go. Let's just go ahead and bring paper towels over here. Now I've got it rinsed off. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe this, and we'll turn it over. Trash can, well, she keeps dripping. I'll turn it over, turn the cutting mat over. Here we go. So we can use, no, we're not either. Never mind, we'll just do this right here. Okay, so when you get a whole chicken like this, typically they will have the giblets and probably the neck up inside. So we're going to just reach up in here and see what we can find. Yep, there's a neck. There's, what else is in here? We have liver. That doesn't look like a pretty liver. And a heart. Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. Okay. She's good and thawed. Here we go. Hi, hon. Not long. I'm just cutting this chicken. You need some more water?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It is hot out there. Do you need me to rinse that out? No? Just water?
Are you videoing?
I am.
Video.
Here.
I'll take care of it.
Here you go. There you go. All right.
Sorry, guys.
He's been outside working, and it's pretty warm out there, so he needs some more water. And I've been harping on drinking more water. So he's trying to be a good boy and do just that.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, we don't want you dehydrated. We don't want you back in the hospital.
We don't.
So it is definitely well worth the effort to get more water. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the wings. And chicken is built very much like you are. If you will feel right here, that's where the shoulder is. And so we're going to come in here, right in that little notch where the shoulder is. And we're going to cut right there. There we go. Easy peasy. There's one wing. There we go. Don't really have to twist that back, but, and come here, sister. I'm going to put that wing in here. I'm getting drippiness everywhere. There we go. We'll do the other one the same way. Because if you feel on yourself, you can feel that same little notch right at your shoulder, or right there. My finger can go right down into it, right there. So just feel for that. That's where you put your knife. Because you might not have known, where do I go to, how do I cut this thing apart? But just knowing some basic anatomy helps. Okay. We will cut this bird down to size. Now, let's go for the legs. Now the legs, we're going to have to cut the skin right here. Free that up. We're going to come all the way around. And right in here is this hip joint, right there. See how my finger goes in? Right there? You can too. So right there is where we're going to cut. Come right straight across. And that's the thigh. Still connected to the drumstick, still connected to the leg. Make sure your hands are safely away from the blade. You don't want any mishaps. Okay, there's your thigh and your leg right there. That's a leg quarter. You could buy that at the store as a leg quarter right there. So I'm going to put that in the bag too. Here we go. Same way over here. I'm going to cut this skin so we can free up that leg. Here we go. Right here is that joint right there. Just cut in. Sometimes you have to kind of pull it. There. There's the other leg quarter. Now if you wanted to separate this out and just have thighs and just have legs, right here is another joint right there. don't know if you can see that right there. Here, let me cut this one. I usually bend it. And right there is where the joint is, right there. Go through the skin all the way around. There. There we go. So now we have a drumstick and a thigh, just like you'd buy at the store. You bought it at the store for $1.32 a pound, not $3. All right, so now we have the breast on the front, the back on the back. That makes sense, right? And we're going to come up here, and right down the middle is the breastbone. That's where your wishbone is, but we're going to cut. We're just going to score the skin right there. Just go ahead and score it on down, and there's the bone, that keel bone right there. You can feel it. You can hear it. It's cut straight down. If you've got a good strong knife, it should be fairly simple. I think my knife needs a little sharpening. There we go. Yes. Just put a little muscle into it so you can cut down through there. There we go. Come on. I may have to, I could use some good kitchen shears about now. There's the tender. I know you've bought chicken tenders before. And that's where it is. It lies underneath the breast. Okay. Here we go. There.
We're home.
Now we've laid it open. And we're going to come over here, basically up underneath the armpit. And this is where we're going to cut down for the separation of the breast from the back. Here we go.
No, there's just the forms. It's the machine, it's the forms. That's it. You make the bath bomb powder. It's kind of it's a formable cake. It's got some moisture to it, and then you press
If I can get it open. Oh my gosh.
And set it off to dry.
This one's fighting me.
And then you run it through the heat shrink machine to hold it all together. Yeah. Sure.
Here we
Absolutely.
go.
That's a
There we go. Oh, here we are.
That's what the heat tunnel's for. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Ta-da. Okay, we got it. Here we go. And there's your chicken breast.
Oh, I agree.
All ready to go. I think I'm going to fry that tonight. It is huge. My husband and I both can probably eat on that with no problem. So we will probably fry that tonight. Let's separate the other side from the back. Let me see if I can give this a little bit of a snap. Nope. Okay. Now, Mary Love over at Mary Love Country Living does this sort of thing all the time. She has some amazing videos of her dinners that she cooks. And I bet you she also cuts chickens up. In fact, I almost guarantee it. There we go.
Because I've been
Here we are.
feeling so bad. I've been
Come on.
sitting around and all my
Come on.
muscles, my stomach muscles, my legs.
Oh, come on now. This usually doesn't give me a fit, but it is today. Here, there's another joint.
Technically, I guess, and realistically, I need to do that every day, right?
Here we
And
go.
build those muscles back up.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Got
one of the
one little
things.
piece here. If it'll just let
Whether I
go, we'll
back
be
to
in
the
good
gym
shape.
Or physical therapy or something, but I've got to build my core back up, build my legs back up.
There.
Because I mean, I'm just weak as
We
shit
will
right now.
take that bone out of there. We don't need it.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
honestly, between now and
here
the
we go.
transplant,
Now, I will say, my grandmother loved the back
once I get past
probably
the
as much as
transplant,
anything.
it's going to be time to get after that.
Most of us, I think, like the white meat, but she liked the back. And back here, on next to the tail, is a thing called the oyster. It is like just a nice little nugget back here. That's a good thing. Hang on to this. You can use this, put it in your pot, in your crock pot. You can make, oh, I don't know, chicken soup with it, chicken tortilla soup. You can make lots of things with the backs. So,
No. Before.
Yes, it's a little messy. Yes, it takes a little work. I'm not really liking the looks. Normally I would keep the giblets and cook. I'm not really liking the looks of this liver so much. This one looks okay. This one's nice and smooth and all of that, but this I'm not, maybe that's the gizzard. That's the gizzard, I guess. Yeah, I'm not so fond of that. But anyway, probably not going to keep this. I should, I know, but I'm probably not going to. Anyway, I can also, and I often do, put the whole chicken, giblets and all, right into the crock pot, and then let it cook. And it's almost, you know, it's like a rotisserie chicken. And then you've got chicken that you can cut up for chicken salads. You can cut them up for, I don't know, chicken quesadillas or chicken tacos. You can do lots and lots and lots of things with pre-cooked chicken. So making meal planning tons easier for you. So let me clean this up a bit so it's not so yicky. And I'll tell you what, guys, that took us all of about, 10 or 15 minutes. It would not have taken me that long if I wasn't trying to do an anatomy lesson. But yes, that was not hard at all. There we go. That was not hard at all. Let me go ahead and clean this off because we got all that chickeny goodness everywhere that we need to take care of. So clean, clean, clean. Clean surfaces when you're handling chicken. So all of this with a little bit of work cost me $1.32 a pound.
Which was a lot less time than I expected.
What's $1.32 times about 6 pounds? I don't know, $7 rather than 20. So I like this much better. So let me know in the comments what you think, and if you have any other suggestions about how you handle your chicken or how you buy it or what you're doing to save money on your grocery bill, let me know. I'm always willing to learn some new things. All right, y'all be careful out there, love on one another, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.